Hello students. In last period we studied that is fertilization and implantation. Fertilization, that is the fusion of gametes, male and female gametes, that is known as fertilization, and implantation means attachment of zygote inside the uterus, that is the implantation. Today we discuss that is pregnancy and embryonic development. After reaching the embryo or zygote into the uterus, it will be attached with the endometrium wall or uterus wall. So after implantation, trophoblast cell release or form a finger-like projection that is known as chorionic villi. The trophoblast cells of the embryo formed this finger-like structure that is known as chorionic villi, and these chorionic villi is surrounded by the mother's tissue, that is the endometrium wall. Uh, Suppose this is the chorionic villi, which is formed from trophoblast cells. This is the chorionic villi, and this one is of endometrium. This is the endometrium. Uh, from this here to here, the portion is known as chorionic villi, that is found from trophoblast of the zygote, and this portion is known as endometrium. And due to which the joint structure, or joint structure is found, that joint structure is known as placenta. By the trophoblast layer of the embryo formed claviculi, and from endometrium also like formed finger-like projection, they come closed, associate together to form the structure that is known as placenta. Placenta is the structure which uh, provide all the nutrients to the developing embryo, and also receive all the uh, excretory product that produce inside the embryo or developing fetus to the mother's body. So here the exchange of different substances occur through this connection, and this jointly structure is known as placenta. Chorionic villi then found form into a tube-like structure which is attached with the embryo, that is known as umbilical cord. This is known as umbilical cord. This placenta facilitates to embryo supply of oxygen, nutrients, and other things, and receive different excretory product which is formed inside the uh, embryo. During the development of embryo, the different hormones released by the placenta as well as the female ovary and uterine body. Especially, the placenta is also act as a endocrine tissue or endocrine glands. It releases HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. Human placental lactogen, HPL, human placental lactogen and estrogen and progesterone. These hormones secreted by the placenta and uh, these estrogen and progesterone secreted by the female ovaries. And next hormone, which is also secreted during the pregnancy, end of the pregnancy, that is relaxin. Relaxin hormones. Here, these human chorionic gonadotropin and human placental lactogen, these are the produced during only pregnancy, and relaxin at the end of pregnancy at the time of parturition. So these are the hormone which is secreted produced during the development periods, or we can say that is the gestation period, that is 9-month period of the females uh, uh, develop 9-month period of pregnancy periods, during which the embryo is developed into new young ones, that is known as gestation periods. So other hormones also increase during this time. That is prolactin hormone, oxytocin hormone, cortisol hormone. They that are or thyroxine hormones. They are also secret in many folds, because these all hormones required for the growth of new young ones. After immediate implantation, the different layers of the fetus will be formed, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, and the development of embryo will be starts. The first sign of growing embryo which seems after the end of first month. That heart is formed. We can see in the heart activity with the help of stethoscope. By the end of second month, the fingers, limbs and digit is found by the end of second month, and by the end of third month, or we can say first trimester, third month, or that is first trimester, most major organ developed. Most major organ develops, just like limbs, external genital organs, and then fifth month, appearance of head, hairs, nails also appear during this month. Body is covered by the hairs, and eyelid is also cleared during this month. Then after 6 months, the fetus will be completely developed, and then 7th, 8th and 9th month, the growth is occurring in the fetus, and after the end of 9th month, delivery or parturition of child is there. So during this gestation periods, that is of about 9 months or 270 days, the fetus completely developed into new young ones. The next topic is of parturition and lactation. Parturition, the complete development of fetus, the delivery of child is known as parturition. The after the complete development of fetus, the delivery of child, that is known as parturition. It is induced by complex endocrine mechanism. Complex endocrine mechanism. It is induced by the complex endocrine mechanism and signals developed from fetus and placenta. Signals developed from fetus and placenta which induce mild contraction of uterus. Mild contraction of uterus. Especially, this complete mechanism is known as complex endocrine mechanism, and initially that signals developed from the placenta and fetus, and that induced mild contraction of uterus. Mild contraction of uterus called fetal ejection reflex. Fetus ejection reflex. The mild contraction uterus means due to fetus and placenta, mild contraction uterus is induced, and that is known as fetal ejection reflex. And due to mild contraction, the pituitary hormone release oxytocin hormone. And that cause oxytocin hormone again increase the contraction of uterus. Uterus. And again that uterus will be contract, that again increase the oxytocin, and oxytocin again increase uterus contraction. I mean, these are the two reaction. Initially due to fetus and placenta, that uterus wall be contract, and when uterus wall contract, pituitary gland secrete oxytocin. Oxytocin again help in the contraction of uterus, and contraction of uterus again triggers the releasing of oxytocin. So due to which the stronger and stronger contraction developed in the uterus, and due to which the delivery of child and parturition is occur from the mother's uterus. And this process is known as parturition. Then after, the next process is this parturition process is divided into three parts. That is first stage, or we can say dilation stage. Dilation. During this is for up to 12 hours. This stage for up to 12 hours. And during dilation stage, the regular peristaltic contraction of uterus is increased. Means initially contraction of uterus increase, which increase oxytocin. Oxytocin again increase uterus contraction, then again increase oxytocin. So this peristaltic movement of contraction of uterus is increased during this first stage, and the during dilation stage the contraction of uterus and fetus will be detached. Means that placenta will be detached from the endometrium wall, and uh, fluid which is present around the fetus, that is known as amniotic fluids, again that will be released from the vagina, and that work as a lubricating during the delivery of child. Second stage of expulsion. Expulsion. It is for 20 minutes. It is for 20 minutes. During this, the uterine contraction is more powerful and due to which the delivery of child is occurred through the vagina or cervix, birth canal, and removal of child in the environment. That is known as expulsion. And third stage, that stage is known as placental stage. During this stage, that different membrane which is present around the placenta, which is present around the embryo, and other things which is present inside the female uterus, that will be removed through the mother's womb or mother's uterus outside due to contraction in uterus. So the parturition occurs in three stages: dilation stage, during this stage contraction is generated and placenta detached from the mother's body. Expulsion stage, in which embryo, that zygote, or we can say fetus, now new young ones released from the mother's womb. And third, the remaining portion, fluids and different membranes come out through the mother's uterus. That is the third stage. This is the complete of parturition. And the next is of lactation. During the pregnancy, mother's mammary glands is also grow and developed in the inducing of oxytocin hormones. The mammary glands and milk glands is developed and to produce milk. That process is known as lactation. The producing of milk, the process of producing of milk during the pregnancy, that is known as lactation. The first milk which is released after the parturition, that is known as colostrum. The first milk which released just after the delivery of child, that is known as colostrum. Colostrum has different types of antibodies and other things. It is a yellow color milk which is very essential for the new young ones. So we have to provide that 2 to 3 days milk to the new young ones, that will develop antibodies and developed immune system of the new young ones, and that will be help in the fighting of different types of positive agents, germs in futures. So it is essential for the new young ones, that is known as cholesterol. So this is the this is our complete chapter in which we studied human reproduction. The firstly we studied, that is gametogenesis, the two reproductive system, male reproductive system, female reproductive system. After we studied that gametogenesis means the formation of gametes. Then after we studied that menstrual cycle which is occurring in females, in primates, especially in mammals, primates, that is monkeys, apes, and human beings. Then fertilization, implantation, then parturition and lactation.